hip hoppers, Miss Jill here. Just because we don't have dance classes for 2 weeks doesn't mean you can't still dance. So what I have for you is some of our basic floor skills that we work on in hip hop classes that you can do at home. When you do these, just make sure that you have some clear open space. You don't need a ton of room, but you do want to make sure, just like you see me here, you're not by any furniture or things that you can kick or knock over accidentally. So once you have that clear space, let's get started. First up is our knee spin. We're going to take our right leg up in front of us and we're on our left knee. Our knee is going to drop down towards the center of our body to spin it. Make sure you're not going open. We're going to drop that knee down, spin in that direction, and then lift the opposite leg, our left leg. Then we reverse. Left knee goes in towards the body, spins around, and the right leg lifts back up. So up to speed, those look like this. Excellent. So feel free to pause there and do those over and over as many times as you'd like. Next, we're going to move into our cross spin. So for this one, we're going to start giving ourselves some room to move sideways. So I'm going to cross one leg over. The direction that my foot is pointing is the direction my body is going to go. Remember that I need to lift my bottom up really high to be able to get this foot underneath me. And it looks like this. Around and through. Good. Once we get all the way around, we switch legs. And then we're going to go in the other direction. My foot's pointing me the other way, so that's the way I'm going to spin. Around and through. Good. And then once we get really comfortable with those, remember we start to work on jumping and kicking our legs a little bit higher as we switch. So rather than just stepping through our switch, we're going to push our body up and kick switch. So let's put that all together. Here we go. Right foot is crossed over and we spin, jump switch, and other way. Great. And again, go ahead and do those as many times to make you feel really, really strong. All right, next, we're going to do our CCs. So for these ones, we are not doing a full spin. We're flipping our body halfway over into push-up position and then coming back. So I'm going to start by bending my right leg. My knee is going to be drawing a letter C in the air right over the straight leg. So it looks like this. I flip it over, push-up position, come back, and then switch legs. Now I go over in the other direction. Make that little imaginary C in the air right over the knee. Over, back, and switch. Also remember that when we do CCs, we're trying to keep our bottom lifted up off the floor, so we have to have lots of arm muscles here. So I'm going to face sideways so you can see that. So we lift our body up off the floor. We flip over, come back to where we were, and change our feet, all without sitting down. Over, back, and switch. Make sure you're separating all your movements. Over, back, and switch. 3 separate moves, like this. Great. All right, moving on to our next one. We're going to work on our slices through. So we're going to start with our body in a squat position. From here, my left leg is going to come across my body and face out to the side. Then I pull it back in. Now my right leg is going to do the same thing. It's going across my body and in. I'm making sure I'm staying light on my toes so I can bounce, and my fingertips are on the floor to kind of help give me some support. So I'm going through and in, across and in, across and in, across and in. Great. So we keep working that nice and slow until we feel super strong to be able to pick up our speed and go a little bit faster. Excellent. All right, for our last trick, we're going to work on building our strength for our straddle kicks and moving our straddle kicks into slices, which we just practiced. So first step of working on your straddle kicks is to do your donkey kick prep. So when we do that, we make sure elbows are staying straight. We're looking at our hands when we're down on the ground and making sure that both feet are coming off the air at the same time. So we don't need our legs going too high. We want them lifting up and down at the same time, like this. Good. Once we feel confident with that one, we know our next step is to kick them out into the straddle. So again, we want our feet leaving the floor and coming back to the floor at the same time. Elbows stay super straight so our head never touches the floor. And it looks like this. Excellent. From there, there's always another step. And our next step is to land that into a slice. So if we're going to do a right slice, my right leg is going to slice across the body. Similar to the position that we just were in the slice switches, except here now we're going to sit and land it. So we're not keeping our body off the floor, we're finally taking a break. So I'm going to go into my straddle kick and slice it through like this. Excellent. And as always, once you feel confident on one side, you got to try that other side because dancers want to stay even. So if we're going to slice to the left, it's going to be my left leg that comes across my body in the front. The back leg is bent. All right, so again, both feet leave the floor at the same time. Then I switch and slice through. All right, I hope you guys have fun doing all these tricks. Remember to be safe, take your time with them all, and always work at your level and build up to the next one. Thanks a lot, guys, and I can't wait to see you all soon.